Hello my good ones. A special episode has finally been released. London is on the edge of time. Many of you have already watched it, and I am sure that you all really liked it as much as I did. The episode came out very emotional and touching. Many of the questions that remained after watching the finale of the 5th season were shown to us. But unfortunately, not all of them. We were never shown the exact moment Lila was able to steal the butterfly wonderstone right from under Ladybug's nose. Therefore, I reserve the theory that with the help of a laptop and an Agorist mansion management program, she was able to remove the talisman by running the pool filtration system and then simply take it out of the process filter. Gabriel's wish has remained unclear to us. One thing is for sure, that the universe has not been rebuilt and time has continued to run its course. Ladybug has publicly stated that Gabriel died fighting the monarch, and the identity of the monarch has remained unknown. Part of Gabriel's desire was to heal Natalie, and we saw her in good health, who went down to the basement with a crossbow, apparently not knowing yet that it was over. She saw Marinette, who had also transformed into Ladybug, expecting an attack from Natalie. But no matter how strong Natalie is no longer on the side of evil. When she found out that Gabriel was gone, she wasn't too upset. Apparently Gabriel's madness had finally killed her love for him. Perhaps the fact that he was with Emily forever now only brought relief to her soul. At that time, she did not know that the butterfly talisman had already been stolen by Layla. Layla, having obtained the butterfly talisman, turns herself into a time stalker. She penetrates into the key points of time where Ladybug's identity is revealed. Let me remind you that during akumatization, a person's memory is limited, and after the akuma leaves a person, he does not remember exactly what happened to him at the time of akumatization. Therefore, the key connecting object becomes a diary, in which the traveler writes down all the important information. In other words, Layla can only learn the secret of identity from the diary of a time traveler. Having akumatized herself, she was thus locked within the limits of restrictions. If it hadn't been for Ban Nix, her plan would have worked, and her wish would have come true. I wonder what wish Layla wanted to make. Unfortunately, we will not find out this soon, perhaps only after 2 upcoming seasons. Ban Nix saves Marinette at the very last moment before the universe is rebuilt, after Layla made a wish. Together they try to prevent the disclosure of Ladybug's identity and the loss of the Wonder Stones. Ban Nix puts on a yellow vest for her so that there is no confusion at the moment of jumping through the time hole. Marinette returns to the past on the first day of receiving the Stone of Miracles. Having borrowed the earrings, she becomes a chronobag. That is, a superhero who should not interfere in the course of events of the past, but only restore the chronology of events without the intervention of outsiders. Realizing that the hunt is on for information revealing the identity of Ladybug, the hunt for the supervillain begins, simultaneously not giving her a chance to hear what no one should know. There will be 3 such moments. The first is revealing her identity to Gabriel in the basement, then when Ladybug reveals herself to Natalie, and the third moment is a conversation with Kagami in London, where she calls her by name. Thus, in the animated series, several people already know the identity of Ladybug. Master Fu, who seems to have lost his memory, although there are doubts here. The Supreme Guardian, Alia, Alex, Luca, Kagami, Felix, Aeon from New York, and now Natalie in addition. In my opinion, that's a lot for a man who essentially holds the fate of humanity in his hands. Let's go back to the battle with the supervillain. Realizing that the confrontation can continue indefinitely, Chronobag decides on a trick. A short-term moment in which she turns out to have the diary of a supervillain. With the help of Ban Nix, they rewrite the entry in the diary, then succumbing to the supervillain, the diary finally falls into Lila's hands, in which she learns false information that Ladybug is Gabriele Agresti. Furious and confused, she clutches her head, and realizes that her plan has failed. Admittedly, Layla's idea was very inventive, but to akumatize herself was not quite right in this case. If she had akumatized another person, then her plan would surely have worked. She could have directly learned the information from the Time Stalker, rather than trusting the diary entry. Although even here the supervillain could be outwitted by slipping her an illusion created with the help of a fox mascot. They would also have borrowed the fox mascot from the past, as in the case of the earrings. Now we are in for a long confrontation between Lila and Ladybug, as the creators have already announced, the next 2 seasons. Switching to a new engine when creating animations, to be honest, upset me a little. The graphics will change, and judging by the previously released excerpts, not for the better. But we cannot influence this in any way, therefore, we get used to the new reality. I hope the 6th season will not disappoint us and will delight us with new twists and incredible adventures of the superhero team we love. And that's all I have for today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like it and click on the bell. Goodbye, my good ones.